Morning students, Saira. Welcome to this session. We have started with the sixth lesson, traveling with grandfather's zoo. Okay, small part of the lesson we have finished. Who's the author of the lesson? Ruskin Bond. Hope you all remember. So we read about Ruskin Bond. Now let us continue with the lesson. Okay, so we saw in this lesson, I'll show you the picture so you'll remember. Who they were going in a train. Who were going? So grandfather, grandmother and the author. Okay. Where they were going? They were going in Lucknow Express from Dehra to Lucknow, isn't it? And they were for a few months they were going. And what did they carry with them? What did they take with them? They took their pets with them. What was grandfather's pet? It was the tiger. What was the name of the tiger? Timothy. Okay. And what is grandmother's pet? Grandmother's pet was what? The parrot. Okay. Popeye. And what was the author's pet? It was the squirrel. It was called, name of a squirrel was Chips. Okay. So they took their pets with them and they wanted to go to Lucknow for a few months. So where did they go? They go by the Lucknow Express they wanted to go to Lucknow. So what did they do? They bought their lunch tiffin box, they bought everything. Their grandfather has booked a first class ticket, a coupe, that means a seat where 4 people can accommodate. Only 3 were travelling. What was the 4th seat for? For whom? It was for the tiger, Timothy. See how happily he is sleeping above. Okay, so 1 berth was fully for him and 3 they were occupying. Only 1 berth is for the pet, Timothy. So as they were, but this tiger was very behaving very well. No, there was no complaint from guards or anybody. He was behaving very well in the train. And who was the next one? Popeye. What did he do? The parrot do? It had nipped many people, the vendors, those who were coming to sell something near the window. He had nipped them, bit their hands, somebody's ears also he had pulled. So he was little bit naughty. And the squirrel was also with the author. Okay. Now shall we continue reading, children? Before that, let us see some new words only in this part. Okay. Some new words we will see. Gasp. Okay. Catch one's breath with an open mouth due to astonishment. We are surprised. When you are surprised, you open your mouth with shock. So that is gasp. Tugged. Pull hard or suddenly. Okay, it is pull hard or suddenly is tugged. Pulling hard. Snuggle means move into a warm, comfortable position. When you move into a comfortable, cozy place, okay, in a corner of your house, it will snuggle. Okay, foray means a quick raid, moving here and there, going here and seeing and coming. That is called as a foray. So these are words when we use in the lesson, you will come to know the meaning of it. What were the words learned? Gasp, that means catch one breath with an open mouth due to astonishment. Surprising, when you are shocked. Okay, you will open the mouth and you will be surprised. What had happened? So that is gasp. Tug means when you pull it hard or you pull it suddenly, it is called as tugged. Snuggle, move into a warm, comfortable position. And foray means a quick raid. Okay, moving here and there, going for a round and coming as foray. So when we read the lesson, we will come to know about these words. Okay, so shall we start? So what has happened? So grandmother did not, she had soup and she had left, so she was not hungry. But the author told he was hungry, the boy. Okay, in that he was hungry. So what did grandmother do? She went to sleep. She was not hungry and she was feeling sleepy, so she took a blanket and she went to sleep. Where she went to sleep? Opposite to Timothy's berth. That's why she went to sleep. Well, I'm hungry, I said. What did Granny make for us? Ham sandwiches, boiled eggs, a roast chicken, gooseberry pie. It's all in the tiffin basket under your berth. I tugged at the large basket and dragged it into the center of the compartment. The straps were loosely tied. No sooner had I undone them did the did then the lid flew open, and I let out a gasp of surprise. Okay, so who's telling I'm hungry? The boy, that is the author, is telling I'm hungry. What did Granny make for us? What did Granny bring? So what was that answer? What are they bought? Ham sandwiches, boiled eggs, roast chicken, one big chicken, roasted gooseberry pie, so much, and it's all in the tiffin. It was it usually where we keep our bags, children? Under your seat, berth, isn't it? When we go by the train, we keep our luggage where? Under the berth. So it is kept under the berth. I tugged at the, so what did he do? He pulled that. Tug means, I told you, pulling it hard. He pulled it very hard to open where? In the mid center of the compartment. The straps were loose open. So he opened the lid quickly, and he let out a gasp of surprise. His mouth opened due to surprise, astonishment, due to surprise. He was shocked seeing that bag. What was in the bag? We will see now. Okay. In the basket was grandfather's pet python. This is also grandfather's pet only. Curled up contentedly on the remains of our dinner. Grandmother had insisted that we leave the python behind, and grandfather had let it loose in the garden. Somehow it managed to snuggle itself into the tiffin basket. So what happened? Which was another pet for the grandfather? It was a python. So what happened when they opened the basket? What did they find? They found this python curled. It was rounded. I'll show you the picture of it. Okay, and it had eaten all the of the dinner. Only it was lying on the remains of the dinner. That means it had finished all the dinner which they had bought. And grandmother had insisted to leave grandmother had told already before itself to leave the python at home, not to bring the python. But what did he do? He left the python loose. Okay, he did not keep it inside his house. He left it loose. And what did this python do? It managed to snuggle into the tiffin basket. So what did it do? It came and it crocos into the tiffin basket. It went and it was hiding inside that. Okay. Now you can see here. There he is pulling the basket, the tiffin basket in the middle of the compartment, and see grandmother is asleep. You can see both of them how they are surprised, because what is inside the basket? The huge python, which was grandfather's pet. Okay. Now see the python. Okay. You can see the python inside the basket, and all the food is emptied. Only the remains are left in that bag. Well, what are you staring at? Asked grandfather from his corner. It's the python, I said, and it has finished all our dinner. So they are seeing inside the bag. Grandmother is asleep. So both of them are seeing, and what did they see? They saw the python has come into the train. So is it safe, children? No, all of us will get frightened, isn't it? If you see a python, a snake inside your train when you are traveling, will you be comfortable with it? No. We'll all be frightened. Same way, it's a python, because he's telling they left the python at home. So they're shocked seeing the python in the tiffin box. And what had it done? It had emptied all the dinner. It had ate all the dinner of that. So much they had bought. Everything it had eaten. Grandfather joined me, and together we looked down at what remained of the food. Pythons don't chew, they swallow. Outlined along the length of the large snake's sleek body were the distinctive shapes of a chicken, pie, and 6 boiled eggs. I'll just explain this. So what happens is python don't chew anything, they will swallow. Okay, just swallow everything. So what it had swallowed? It was a thin sleek body, means it was thin body. From there they could see the shape of the chicken from the body of the python. Okay, shape of the chicken, 1 pie, and 6 boiled eggs, 1 round inside the body of they could see 6 balls inside the shape of the eggs from the python. We couldn't make out the ham sandwiches, but presumably these had been eaten too, because there was no sign of them in the basket. Even the ham sandwiches were eaten, but because there was no sign of it in the basket, it was not seen in the basket. Only a few apples remained. Even evidently, the python did not care for apples, so it had eaten everything, sandwich, chicken, boiled egg, everything it had eaten, but it had left the apples. It was not interested with the apples. Okay, so they were surprised seeing that, because all the food which they had carried for their journey, who had eaten? The python. Okay, now grandfather snapped the basket shut and pushed it back beneath the berth. They were shocked seeing the python. So what did they do? They shut the bag and put it under the bag. We mustn't let grandmother see him, he said. She might think we bought him only along on purpose. They are telling they should not let grandmother know about it. Let it be inside that basket only. Then what did she think? The grandmother will think that they had purposely bought this python. Well, I'm hungry, I complained. Just then Chips returned from one of his forays and presented me with a peanut. Okay, so he had gone out and to make friends with others, people. So here, what did he bring? Chips, a squirrel, bought peanut and gave it to the author. So he was happy. At least so much he has got to eat everything the python had finished, isn't it? Okay, now thanks, I said. If you keep bringing me peanuts all night, I might last until morning. So like this, if you bring peanuts and give me, I will survive till morning. But it was not long before I felt sleepy. So the author also he was also feeling sleepy. Grandfather had begun to nod, and the only one who was wide awake was the squirrel, still intent on investigating distant compartment. So what happened? Even the author, he was also the boy. He was also feeling asleep. Even the grandfather was feeling asleep. He slowly started closing his eyes. His head was he was just drowsing. He was feeling sleepy. Who was wide awake? Only the squirrel. Okay. He was still intent on investigating this thing. He wanted to go to the far off compartment and see who are there, what they bought for him to eat. Okay. Okay. So we have finished this part, children. Now let us revise what we had learned. Who had gone in the Lucknow Express? Grandfather, grandmother, and the author. They had gone in the Lucknow Express. They wanted to go to Lucknow from Dehra. What did they carry? They took their pets with them, the tiger and the parrot and the squirrel. What was the name of them? You all know. Timothy, parrot was Popeye, and the squirrel was Chips. And what did they do? They all were traveling, and grandmother was feeling sleepy, and she had already had soup from home, so she was not feeling hungry. So what did she do? She went to sleep. And the boy was feeling hungry. So what did he do? He pulled the basket. Tiffin, they had bought so many items. Okay, what all they had bought? Ham sandwiches. Okay, all this they had bought. But what was it had eaten? Everything. Who was inside that basket? It was the python. Okay, the python. What did they do with the python? They had left the python home. They did because grandmother had insisted not to carry python on the train journey. So they left the python home loose. So what did this python do? It came and it sat inside properly. It was sitting happily inside the bag, inside the tiffin bag. But what did it leave anything? It had eaten all this. What all it had eaten? The fried chicken. Okay. What was because it had swallowed everything. What all it had swallowed? It had swallowed the chicken. Big roasted chicken was there. Big pie was there, and 6 boiled eggs. Okay, that also the shape was seen in the python because it was just swallowed like that. They could see 6 balls like eggs which are in swallowed, and the ham sandwiches also it had eaten because nothing was left in that bag. Okay, so they were so upset. What did the grandfather do? He put it back, closed the lid, and he pushed the bag under the berth because he did not he would not want grandmother to see, because she will think that they had purposely bought the tiger with. And what did Chips do? he he went around going to the other compartment, and he was giving the author one peanut. So he's telling, author is telling, he's telling, if he gets peanut throughout the night, he will be happy and he will survive. But who are then always feeling sleepy? Who was awake? Only the squirrel was still awake. Okay. Hope till here you have understood, children. We will see the next part in the next session. Okay. Next video we will continue with the lesson. Hope you all understood till here. Thank you, children. Sai Ram.